Hello and welcome to my channel, How To with Paul Henderson. Today's episode is going to be a review video, and it's also a sponsored video. I had received a dual dash camera for my truck from a company called RICILAR. It has a 4K front camera and a 2K rear camera that is IP68, which means that it's waterproof, so you can mount it to your license plate, the rear window on the outside. So with this dash camera, you get the 4K front forward facing camera, you get a 2K rear facing camera, you get a suction mount for the windshield, a 20-foot cable that goes from the dash cam to the rear camera. You also get a 10-foot power cord that goes from the camera to your cigarette lighter adapter or a 12-volt accessory port, and a GPS and a GPS antenna, trim tool, and some little wire clips and some double stick tape for the rear camera and some screws that go along with it. It does come with an instruction booklet. So what happened was RICILAR got a hold of me, asked me if I would do this review video for them. This is a brand new camera for 2022. So I'm hoping to get this posted by the end of the first week in June. I had already installed it in my truck. I did a temporary install, and I will put a video of that installation right here on, I think, to the right. So you should be seeing it right now. So I just did a temporary install because I already have a Garmin GPS. So I just wanted to do, like I said, a temporary install so I can take it back out. And then if you watch this entire video, I will tell you how to enter to be able to receive this dash cam for free. But anyway, like I said, I'd received this dash camera for free, and I'm doing this review video, and it's going to be unbiased. So I'll give you some information on this dash camera. I printed up some information from the RICILAR website. So this dash camera model number is CR612. It has a Novatech processor number 96670. The sensor is a Sony sensor, and they do have that sensor for the front and rear facing camera. The front camera is a 4K, the rear camera is a 2K. Field of vision for the front is 170, the back is 140, and it's an MP4 file, built-in microphone. The screen size for this is 2 inches. You have Wi-Fi connectivity. That's a hard word for me to say. WDR built in, HDR built in, and they also have a road app, or they have an app. You go to your Play Store, and it is called the Road Cam, and here it is right here. So be sure to download that, and you can control some functions from that app. The memory is a micro SD card. Maximum is 256 gigabytes. It has to be a U3 or higher. The card that I used is it's a V10. It's a SanDisk Ultra, and I'll put a picture of that right here. And of course the holder is a suction mount, power supply, built-in battery. Working temperature is between 14 to 158 degrees. The dimensions of, I guess, the main camera would be 70 by 50 by 30.8 millimeters. You have quite a few different languages. Let's see. Okay, so I guess that's really about it. So here's another page right here. I'll put this one up. Has a Sony sensor, Ultra HD video, dual camera, 4K, 2K, 170, 140 field of vision, 2-inch screen, loop recording, a G sensor, Wi-Fi, GPS, a 6-glass lens. That's awesome. And like I said earlier too, it has WDR and HDR. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and show you some footage that I had pulled off of the dash camera the other day. I did a morning drive, afternoon drive. I did a drive on Highway 60, and what I did there was I filmed well, this dash cam filmed the entire trip through, they call it the Badlands, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a little twisty mountain to get from Riverside to, I don't know, to Highway 10. Now on these drives, I did the same exact one, except for the Highway 61 is a different one. But the morning, afternoon, and nighttime is on the same exact street, same exact speed. So hopefully it looks good. The nighttime one, I'm sorry about my windshield, but about 3 months ago, I was going to Palm Springs and I went through a sandstorm, so it kind of pitted my windshield, and it shows up on the nighttime drive, but it's still crystal clear. So here we go. Here's the first video. Go ahead and watch this one. Okay, so now the next drive was the afternoon one. So as you can see, it's a little bit brighter outside than the morning drive. So now for the Highway 60 drive. So that consists of like 8, I believe, 3-minute video clips. So what I'm gonna do is in Photoshop, I'm gonna put all those together, and then I'm gonna speed them up maybe 500%. So that should be kind of cool to see. And the reason I'm doing that is so you can see how clear this camera is on a long distance drive. So here we go with that one. So this video I'm going to show you is going to be where I'm at a stoplight and then someone comes up behind me, so I do a screenshot of their license plate. So here you go. Now for the nighttime drive. And like I said, sorry about the windshield. It has nothing to do with the camera. Kind of makes me mad because I think the first week I bought this truck, a rock flew up, broke my windshield, had to get a new one. That windshield was crystal clear up until about 2 months ago, maybe 3, when I took that drive to Palm Springs. I will never do that again. But anyway, here is that nighttime drive. So as you can see, all those clips are extremely clear. Now yes, the front camera looks a little bit different than the rear one. I have a tinted windscreen, so that changes a little bit of the light coming through. The rear camera was mounted to the top of my license plate, and that gets a lot of shade, so that all makes a big difference. But with the forward-facing camera, it has super night vision, they call it, and that is why when you saw that nighttime shot, it was as clear as it was. Now yes, there was lights outside, and I do have fog lamps and pretty bright headlamps, but still, with the super night vision, came out really bright. So I'm sure that if I had got an accident or someone backed up into me and I did that little screenshot by pushing a button on the dash cam, that it would have picked up their license plate perfectly. And then of course, when you download the files to your computer, you can zoom in, zoom out. Well, you can't zoom out, but you can zoom in, and you can do all sorts of stuff. You can also view the footage on the back of this 2-inch video screen. It is pretty small though. It's a standard size, so nothing bad about the camera. You can also, once you download the Road app, what do they call it? Road Cam app? Let me see, hang on a second. What do they call that app? Yeah, Road Cam app. You can actually connect this to this. You can review the footage on here. Now you can't download a whole file to this to view. I mean, you can view it, but you can't send it from the dash cam to here to store on your phone. You can only select a 15-second portion of that particular video. And trust me, that's all you really need in an emergency, because once you get back home to your computer, you take the card out of here, put it in a card reader. I don't have the card reader here, but I will put a picture of that card reader right here. This is an excellent card reader. Put it in there, you can pull the files up. You can scan through them very quick to get to the one you need, and then you can download that file to your computer and do whatever you have to do with it. And when this dash cam is on, when it's recording, there's a red light blinking in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. There's also a couple little colored ones here that give you some information that it's charging and that it's on. So that's I do like the red light because it lets you know that it's on. Anyone who says that's annoying, how are you going to know if it's recording? But also with this little dash cam, I have it set to where it shows the time. So it's showing the time, and it also has that little red light that is in the upper left-hand corner to show you that it's recording. You can also do picture-in-picture. So you can show the front camera here, the rear one here, or you can do the rear one with the front one. And I have this screen to go off after 1 minute, but the clock stays on there. Don't drive with the screen on, and don't try to drive by using this screen. Basically what you want to do is you want to set it and forget it. When it's plugged into the 12-volt AC adapter that's in the truck, when power is supplied to the AC adapter, it comes on automatically. When you turn off your vehicle, it shuts it off. Well, what mine does, when I start the car, it turns it on. If I turn the car off and don't open the door, it's not a car, it's a truck. Let me start over. So when I start the engine, it automatically comes on. When I turn the engine off, but I stay in the truck and don't open the door, that 12-volt power accessory port will have power for like 10 minutes. Then I think it times out, then it goes off. Or if I open the door, then it goes off, and this thing will click off within like maybe 5 seconds. I think that's a really cool feature. That way you don't have to worry about if you leave it on and you forget to turn it off or whatever. They also have a parking mode built into here, so you can set it for parking mode, and it does a snapshot, I believe, like every second. I really couldn't test it out because I don't have the parking cable that you need. So what that parking cable is going to do is it actually plugs into your fuse box, and I think there's one wire goes to a constant power source, one goes to a accessory fuse, so when the truck is turned on, then it'll actually turn on. It does show it on their website, and it's like just over $15, I believe. The Garmin has a similar design also. It's a special cable you have to get because it has to, like I said, you have to have constant and accessory power going to it. My Garmin is just hooked up normal, so it just comes on and goes off, and that's how I had this one. That is how I had this one installed on my truck. Just automatically goes on and goes off. Just set it and forget it. You don't have to pull the videos from this all the time, just when you need it. What you can also do is every now and then, like I say, if your card is almost full and there's going to be a lot of files on there, especially if you get a 256 gig, especially if you're going to get a 256 gigabyte card, there's going to be a lot of files if the files are full. So if you go on a trip, go ahead and reformat the card. It'll delete everything from the card and start it over. And that's one thing you have to do. As soon as you put the card in, you have to format that card for this. But then when you take the card out, plug it into a card reader, it automatically has a program stored on that card so you can view the files on your computer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to walk you through all the steps to to pull the videos off of the storage card. Anyway, so let's go ahead and go upstairs. First, you'll need to insert your micro SD card into the dash cam. So pull the micro SD card out of the adapter. Make sure the camera is off. Make sure the prongs are facing the back of the camera. Insert it into the slot and use your fingernail to lock it in place. Press the power button for about 2 seconds. Go ahead and press the pause button. There are 4 buttons on the bottom of the RICILAR: menu, file, parking monitor on and off, and a record button. If it was recording, you would see a red light here and a red timer counting upwards. To access the menu, you need to press pause. Tap the menu button once. As you can see, the camera icon is highlighted with a red square. Press OK. This is where you'll make your adjustments for the cameras. So arrow down to resolution, press OK. It comes factory set at 4K for the front, 2K for the rear. If you want, you can do 2K, 2K, but I would keep it at 4K, 2K, press OK. Arrow down to loop recording, press OK. If you have it set to off, whatever size file card you have in here, that will be considered one file, and when that file is full, it deletes the entire card and starts over. You can choose 1-minute files, 3 and 5. I think a 3-minute video clip is perfect, so press OK. Arrow down to dual camera display, press OK. This is where you will choose what camera feed you want to see on the back of the RICILAR, front, rear, or front and rear. Let's go ahead and do rear. I have it taped to my tripod right now, so this way it'll be recording me. So arrow down to record audio, press OK. This is where you can choose if you want it to record audio or not. So if you're inside the vehicle and you're having a private conversation, but you want this to still record outside video, then you're going to want to turn it off. If you don't want to record inside, or leave it on, I just leave it on because you never know. Press OK. Arrow down to date stamp, press OK. Right now I have it set to on. This is where the date and time will be stamped on the bottom of this display screen, and it will be stamped on all videos that are recorded. If you don't want to do a date stamp, go to off. I'm going to go ahead and leave it on, so press OK. Arrow down to G sensor, press OK. This is off if you don't want to have the shock sensor to be active, because what will happen is if you have it set to low, medium, or high, and there is an impact, it will automatically save that file to a locked file, and it will not be erased over. So you should keep it at least at medium, so press OK. Arrow down to mirror switch. This is for the rear camera. I'm not too sure why you would want to do this, but it comes factory set at off. You can turn it on. Like right now mine is perfect, so on the left side of this screen would be the left side of my rear end of the truck. But you can turn it on and it'll flip it to the other way. I'm not too sure what the purpose of that is. So just leave it off, press OK. Arrow down to, that's it. So that's for the camera setting. Now what we're going to do is go back. Let's arrow over to system settings. That's a little cogwheel right there, and as you can see it's highlighted with a red square. Press OK. Arrow down to screensaver, press OK. This is where you'll choose how long you want this screen to stay on for. If you choose off, it stays on all the time. 30 seconds will go off after 30 seconds. 1 minute will go off after 1 minute. 3 minutes will go off after 3 minutes. I like to leave it on for 1 minute. Arrow down to time display, press OK. There is a built-in clock, so when the screensaver kicks in and the screen goes off, the clock will come on automatically. You can also choose just to have a blank screen. I kind of like the clock, so I'm going to leave it on. Arrow down to Wi-Fi, press OK. Right now it's set to off. You only turn this on when you're going to connect your dash camera to the road cam app on your cell phone. So let's go ahead and leave it off, press OK. Arrow down to date and time, press OK. This is where you'll adjust the time and the date, and it's already set, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it. I'm going to press OK. I'll go back. Arrow down to time system. This is where you would choose 24-hour or 12-hour. You want to have it set at 12-hour for regular standard time. Press OK. Arrow down to beep and sound. Press OK. You can have it beep or not beep. I'm going to let it beep, so press OK. Arrow down to language. Press OK. You have quite a few languages in here. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at English. Press OK. Arrow down to parking monitor. Press OK. In order to use the parking monitor, you need to have the hardwire kit. It's about $15 on the RICILAR website. Right now it's set to off. Let's go and leave it there. Arrow down to time-lapse record. This requires a special cable, and that cable should be out very soon. You have to check with RICILAR on that. So we're going to go ahead and go down to frequency. Where I live, it's a 60 hertz, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. Now I'm going to arrow down to fatigue driving reminder. And what this is, right now it is set to off. If you go to 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, it will beep on the hour, every 2 hours, every 4 hours. So I'm going to leave it off because I tried it. It's kind of annoying. So press OK. Time zone. This is where you'll select your proper time zone for your area. I'm going to press OK. GPS information, press OK. If this was hooked up, you would see the information for the satellites that are hovering over the planet. So let's go ahead and go back. Now, if you're going to be putting a brand new card in here, you need to reformat that card. So you would hit OK, SD card, and then you would go down to OK and then hit OK. When you would want to also use this would be if you're going to be going on a trip and you know that whatever is on that card you don't need. You can go ahead and reformat it and start the card fresh over. But anytime you put a new card in here, you need to reformat it to work with this dash camera. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK for cancel. Arrow down to default settings. Now if you want to just put everything back to default settings, hit OK, and then go down to OK and then hit OK. But I changed a few things, so I'm going to leave it where they're at. So I'm going to press OK. And now I'm going to go ahead and go down to version information. Press OK. This tells you a little bit about the camera. It's a RICILAR CR612. And it looks like it was made on April 9th, 2022. So it's a brand new dash camera for this year. And so I'm hoping that I'm doing it justice. So I'm going to go ahead and go back. Arrow down. So you got one more right here. If you click on this, it's the app QR code. So you scan this with the QR reader from your phone and it will grab the app from your Play Store. Or you can go to your Play Store and download the RoadCam app. So press OK. Oh, let's go back. Go back. On this screen, this is where you'll be able to view the files that are stored on the SD card. As you can see, the first file is highlighted red. Arrow over to the next one. That's for locked files and parking files. Let's go ahead and go back to the video files. Press OK. Press OK. This is a video of this picture right here. So let's go ahead and arrow back to a previous video. Hit the play button right here. And as you can see, it's super clear. Let's go ahead and hit pause real quick. Arrow back. Arrow back. Now we'll move over to the rear camera. Hit OK. I had put the rear camera on the balcony, so that's what that is. So we'll go back to one of the, we'll go back to one of the car ones. Here we go. Press play. So that's the rear one that I just showed you a few seconds ago. Go ahead and hit pause. Arrow back. Arrow back. Arrow back. So here's the locked files. Press OK. And that's for the video only for the front. Press OK. So this is a locked file. I'll show you how to do that in a second. Go ahead and hit play. Pause it, go back, go back. Now here's the rear camera. Press OK. Press play. Go ahead and hit pause. Arrow back. Arrow back. Arrow back. Like I said, I don't have the parking feature, so that's not going to work right now. Go back. hit OK. We'll look at the rear camera because the front one is just taking video of this picture. Hit OK. Now how you can tell if it's a photo or a video. A photo will have 2560 by 1440. And let's see, let's go back one arrow. And a video, say 2K or 4K. If this is the rear camera, so it's 2K. If this was the front facing camera, it'd be 4K. Let's go ahead and hit play on that.
So right now it's recording. It is also recording audio. Let's go ahead and do a little screenshot.
Let me pause that. So here's that photo, and as you can see my thumb is up. That's right when I took the snapshot. Let's go ahead and go back. Arrow back over. See, this is for the front one. It's taken nothing. It's a photo of the front. When you hit the photo button to take a photo, it does it from the front and the rear. And here's the audio. Here's the video and audio of that same rear facing one that we just saw, but it's going to be the front. And press play.
Right now it's recording. It is also recording audio. Let's go ahead and do a little screenshot.
So there you go on that. Arrow back, arrow back, arrow back, arrow back. Go to your Play Store. Tap on the search bar, punch in Roadcam. I had already done it, so I'm going to go ahead and tap on Roadcam. This is the symbol right here, so click on that. Install. Open. Agree. Tap on while using the app. Allow. I had already set this app up, so I already punched in my Wi-Fi password for my Wi-Fi. So what you're going to do, you're going to go over to the dash cam, press the pause button. Got to hit it twice. Make sure it goes off and it just shows the date. You're going to go into settings, go over to the cogwheel, hit OK. You're going to arrow down to Wi-Fi, hit OK, turn on the Wi-Fi, press OK. And now what it'll ask you to do, since I already set it up, it's not going to ask me to do it, but it'll ask you to punch in 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 as a password. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the little camera icon. Oh yeah, so I got to go into the settings. Network and internet. Wi-Fi. You have to look for RICILAR saved. At this point it would ask you to punch in 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 is the password. I know it says no internet, but that's what it has to say. Now we're going to go back to the app. And then you're going to see this notice where it says notice, connect to DVR, hit connect. Right now it's recording, hit stop. So if you go up here to the little cogwheel, it stops the recording. So you got Wi-Fi password. If you had to punch it in, you would do that there. Sound recording, yes. A timing watermark, yes. Cyclic recording time, 3 minutes. So that's going to be a 3-minute video clip. And then when it runs out of space, it'll delete the last 3 minutes of the oldest video and start a new one. Impact sensitivity is low. Auto power is off after 3 minutes. Recording quality is 4K 2K. You can also change that to 2K 2K. Or the 3-minute loop. You can make 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and 10 minutes. I'm going to keep it at 3. So let's go back. Exposure 0.0. When you put a new card in, you need to format it, so you'd hit confirm. When your card, let's say if you're going on vacation somewhere, you want to start out with a fresh card, go ahead and reformat it. It'll delete all the videos and photos that are on that card. I'm not going to do it because I got some videos on there. And then factory reset if you want to go back to factory. So let's go back to the main screen. Hit the video file. So it's going to pull up all the saved files. Front camera, rear camera, front camera, rear camera. So these are all files. And let's see, we'll go down to one from the other day. Okay, I know these are actual video files. Okay, I know it's buffering right here, but trust me, when you play it back, it's crystal clear. So let's go ahead and do a little clip. Tap clip. Now in here you can grab 15 seconds of that video. Let's just say, so these two bars, the space that's in between there is 15 seconds. You can't make it any wider, but what you can do is scroll over, press play. It'll play that 15 seconds right there. And let's just say that's where you got in the accident or someone hit you or whatever. Then what you do is you'll hit clip, select clip, and it'll save that clip to your phone. So here, I'll show you. Let's go ahead and escape out of this. We'll go to my photo files. So here it is right here. This is that 15-second clip I just saved. Now we'll go back. To remove the SD card, make sure that the unit is powered off. Take your fingernail, push in on that SD card, pull it out, and pop it into the adapter. And I'll show you what to do next. So when you format this card in a dash cam, it automatically loads a program on here to download it to your computer. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Plug in the card reader, take your micro SD card, insert it into the adapter, and place that adapter into the SD card reader. And as you can see, the two programs that are preloaded to that SD card are right here. You got Novatech and the GX player. Let's go ahead and download the GX player. So tap on the GX player. Hit next, next, and next. Click on yes. and close. Let's go ahead and escape out. Tap no. And here is the GX Player icon. Let's drag it down to here. Double click on the GX Player icon. Click on the folder icon once. My card reader is a movable disk H. Click on that once. Click on Novatech twice. Here you have locked files, movie files. If there was an incident or you push the lock button on the RICILAR, it'll put those files in here and they will not be recorded over. Movie files are temporary and they will be erased as the card gets full. So let's go ahead and click on the locked files. Double click. You have front and rear. Let's go ahead and click on the front. Double click. I have one file, so I'll go ahead and double click on that. Now this is a 3-minute file, because when I set up the RICILAR, I chose 3-minute video clips.
I'm going to get up and push the lock button.
If you chose a 1-minute video clip, it'd be 1 minute. If you chose 5, it'd be 5.
I'm going to get up.
So let me go ahead and hit the pause button. Tap on the folder icon once. Removable disk H once. Novatech twice. Locked file twice. And we'll check out the rear video twice and twice. So here's that same rear video, 3 minutes long.
Okay, so I'm going to get up.
Now let's say you were driving along and you wanted to push that lock button. If you pushed it like in the middle of the 3-minute video clip that it's recording, it'll save the entire 3 minutes. And then when it gets to the next 3-minute file, it becomes unlocked. And if you want to lock that next file, you have to push the button again. But it doesn't really matter if you push this on the second video after this one. If you don't push that locked file till like right here, it'll still save all this and this. So let me go ahead and press pause. Click on the file icon once. Removable disk H once. Novatech twice. Movie twice. Front twice. And we'll choose this one, so twice.
Anyway.
So this is another video I made. It's only 1 minute 34 seconds long because I had stopped the recording. I do love my beer. And here's my little robot Jibo. Let me go ahead and press pause. Tap on the folder icon once. Removable disk H. And Novatech twice. Movie twice. And rear twice. And the video twice. So here's the exact same video, but the rear feed. 1 minute 34 seconds. Let me go ahead and hit pause. Tap on the file icon once. Now what you can do is, if this is the file that you want, just drag it over to pictures. And let's see, we'll just put it right here. Now watch, I'll go over to pictures. So remember that number, 747 and then the 08. It's right here.
You see what I mean? So, anyway, I gotta wait 3 minutes for this file to end.
Let me go ahead and escape out of this. I want to show you, I'm going to go ahead and unplug the card. I'm going to go into my files, my pictures, and that video is right here.
You see what I mean? So, anyway, I gotta wait 3 minutes for this file to end. So I'm just gonna sit here and drink my beer. I don't know.
And that's it. So say you're going down the road and you hit the photo button on the RICILAR. The front photos will be stored in the front file, the rear photo in the rear file. Let's go ahead and click on the front file. MP4s are videos, JPEGs, or photos. So we'll go down to the one that I already know is a JPEG 127. Click on that. Here's the photo I want. And what you would do is you would save it as a photo to your photos. Go ahead and click on that. Escape out of it. Go to movies, choose rear, and we'll go to number 128 because that's the rear photo. There's the rear one. Go over here, save as, and then we'll just put a rear on here. Save. Or you can drag it to the file that you want to put it to, but I just wanted to try this. Let's go into Files, Photos. Here we go. 127 and 128 rear. You can only zoom in so much. Now, if that car would have been closer and I would have snapped it, you would have had no problem reading the license plate. So you're driving down the road the other day, the car next to you got clipped by a car, and that car got in front of you. So you hit the lock button on the dash cam, and you're going to go ahead and view it right now and see if you got a good view of the guy's license plate. So yes, this is the video. So what we're going to do is save it to my videos, and then we're going to go into Photoshop, zoom in, and print it out. Okay, so Files, Videos, there it is. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so now we're going to open up Photoshop, Files, Videos, and there we go. Drag it down to here. Close that. Open it up. Now we're going to zoom in. There we go. Nice clear shot. Press screenshot, export. Steel 3. Go ahead and minimize that, minimize that. Now check this out. No problem seeing that. And then go ahead and print it out. And that's it. Now you got your proof. I know this video was long, and I'm sorry about that, but there was a lot to go through. And just be sure to remove the SD card from the card reader and pop it back into the dash cam. Both cameras record to the same card. As you can tell on there, you got a front file and a rear file. There's also a locked file. So if you press that lock button, it's the far left one underneath the display screen on the dash cam. That'll lock that file. So that's really about it. So let me go ahead and go downstairs and I'll do my little closing spiel, and I guess that's it. So see you downstairs. Well, that's a wrap up another how-to video of Paul Henderson. This one was my review video of the RICILAR dual dash camera, 4K and 2K. I think this camera is awesome. I highly recommend it, and once you find out the price, you're going to be totally shocked, but shocked in a good way. The one thing I forgot to mention that this kit comes with, instruction booklet. Anyway, everyone knows that everything comes with an instruction booklet. So anyway, I know it was a lot of information, especially with showing you how to use the dash camera and download the video footage. that is the best way to get the footage from this dash camera, is to take the card out, put it in a card reader, and do it on your computer. You can do it on this for an emergency, but do it on the computer. That's your best way. So, if you like this video, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. That really helps out my channel. And the bell icon, and you get notifications as new videos come out. And I swear, I can't get the name right. So I'm going to call it Super Stickers again, but I know that's wrong. So below this video, there's a little super sticker button. If you click on that, you can donate some money to my channel. Everything I generate from the channel goes back into my truck. Why can't I remember what that's called? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's on there. I'll put the picture again. It's a Super Stickers. So, I'll tell you one more time. This dash camera is awesome. The only issue I had, which is no big deal, I have a, what do they call it? Extended cab with a 6.5 foot bed. So that cable barely reached to the license plate, but it did reach. So if you have a full 4-door truck with a 6 foot bed, it's definitely not going to reach to put it on your license plate, but there's other places you can put it. So this camera is awesome. Like I said, I recommend it, and the price, $149. I think my Garmin's were over 200 each. So, and the reason why you want one of these is so if you get in an accident, you can prove it wasn't your fault. If you go on YouTube, there's a lot of videos out there called Dash Cam crash videos, and it's just amazing the stupid people that that are out there that try to rip people off and say that it's their fault. So anyway, that's it for this video. Oh, what you got to do in order to get this for free, in the comment section, leave a comment, hit the like button, but in the comment section, leave RICILAR Dash Cam giveaway, and then I would say July 1st, I would do a live stream video, and I'll give this dash cam to one lucky winner. So, see you then. See you in the next video. Have a good day, and stay accident free. Bye.